All right, what's going on, guys? BX Bricks back, and we're going to take a look at some of the combiners that I have built for this year. So this year, I decided to do about 5 standing combiners. We have Abominus right there. He's made up out of 5 different transformers, and each component, like the arms and legs, they each turn into their individual robot and their alt mode, which with these guys, they're all like weird-looking monsters. I think they're called the Terracons. And then we have Defensor in the back right there. He's made up of response vehicles. We got the ambulance and the fire truck, cop car, the motorcycle guy down there.
The motorcycle just in the leg there is great.
Exactly. It's like the guy's like really big on one side and like all shrimpy on the other. But it's true to the source material, so I did it like that. Then we have the one that everybody knows. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank right now. Devastator, right? So that guy was really hard to build because we had to wait until Lego came out with enough pieces in the lime green color to really execute it the way that it should be done. Then we have Monstructor, which is a lesser known combiner, and he's also made up out of 6 people. Really bizarre colors. I don't know what they were doing in the mid 80s, but you know, they just had way more colors to use than they should have. And then we have the combat vehicles, the Combaticons that make Bruticus. He was one of the first combiners that they made in the series back in the early 80s. And yeah, he's like one of the meanest and toughest ones out there. So what I did for the design of them, I created like a real general frame that you could turn into any of one of the Transformers. So it's a universal system, so this guy's arm could become that guy's leg and vice versa for all of them, Scramble City style.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you're able to just transition them between all the different builds.
Exactly, just mix and match them. And with me having the instructions on my website, you could create your own combiner out of your favorite characters and make up your own guy.
Yeah, oh, that's perfect. So talk about some of the design challenges here, because like you were saying, you know, there's so many crazy vehicles and characters that make these up. You got colors and everything. So what are the challenges of combining all those different parts together to make one large figure?
Well, the hardest part was the center guy that creates the torso. They're all using the small Mixel toe ball joints, and you have 3 guys on top relying on 2 ball joints. So I learned from the first convention to like kind of fabricate their own thighs and like waist area, and that'll give them extra stability to stand, and you know, I could have peace of mind when I'm walking around that nobody's going to bump the table or knock them over. Last year, this guy took a spill, and even from this height, he fell down to the table and literally exploded into a million pieces. And I had to go cry in the bathroom for about 10 minutes and then, you know, get everything back together again. But yeah, that was the main thing. So like with the guys that are made up out of 6 people, like this one and Devastator, I can't fabricate the thighs for because there's just too much material there. But yeah, it was just more so just waiting for Lego to come out with the right colors, right parts, and that's what allows me to execute the characters the way they are.
What are some of your favorite individual, you know, arm or leg characters here that you were able to include?
I definitely think one of my favorite ones would be Mixmaster, the cement truck down there on the bottom of Devastator.
I hadn't noticed that. That's perfect.
Yeah, like I mean, if I could get the barrel in green, then that'll be perfect. But yeah, his transformation is like one of the weirdest because you have a cement truck and then you have to bend it up at a right angle, so you're kind of creating space that really isn't there. So the engineering behind that was probably the most challenging.
Yeah, and then like we said, the motorcycle one over there earlier is cool as well.
Yeah, when Hasbro came out with the Combiner Wars tour line, they tried to tease a lot of people, and they replaced the motorcycle with a bigger, heftier vehicle. I think his name was Rook. And then they released the motorcycle like months later. So like they definitely know how to get people's money, but I wanted to, you know, be true to the fans and make sure that I came out with the motorcycle. I'm not even going to pay attention to that 6 guy they replaced him with.
Yeah, well, great characters. I love how you combine all the different elements and parts into the larger builds here. So excellent work. Do you plan to expand on these in the future?
Yeah, I only got maybe one more combiner to do because I've gotten about maybe 10 or 11 of them executed on my YouTube channel, Instagram, and everything. Like these orange, yellow, and red guys down here, they actually form a combiner also. I just didn't have their feet and their hands and stuff. I kind of put them on this guy. But Yeah, like I don't really do the fan-based ones because those are like they just kind of threw them out there for the sake of creating more combiners. But yeah, I got one more to make, and I'll probably show them off in Brick Fair in August.